What's up, guys? This is Big D, and I am the Grim Rider. It is officially fall time, but so far it hasn't got extremely cold. Some of the trees are starting to change colors a little bit. But we do have a nice day, at least for the most part today. It may have a chance of rain later, so we're going to try to get this ride in now. Speaking of rides, where are we going? Well, we got Grim out today, and we are heading down to Bellevue, Ohio, to go and check out the Seneca Caves. And Seneca Caves is an underground network of caves that go about 110 feet down below the surface, and at the very bottom there is Ole Mist'ry River. So it literally is a river that just runs right through this system of caves at the very bottom. So something I've been wanting to see and check out for quite a long time, and luckily it's going to be a decent day today, so we're going to go check it out. They were only open this week and one more week, so we got to get it in. We got to do it now. So let's jump on the bike and let's head on down there and check out Seneca Caves. Now guys, we made it to the Seneca Caverns. The earth crack. Don't look like much out here right now, does it? But we're gonna go in and we'll figure out where an entrance might be. So entrance is that way. And we're gonna see if we can go and climb down in the earth a little ways. Here we go.
This was pushed into the area and went up to about our shoulders through here in level 1 that we were in briefly and level 2. That meant that as an early explorer, you were crawling through these first 2 levels of the cave before this clay wasn't anywhere else in any lower levels. This is also why there was a problem with Mr. Dunlap just pushing.
That's cool. So there's your green light you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the green light.
Okay.
Also, if you look back at the fossil, you can see that you can't tell where it is.
Right, yeah, exactly.
There's that kind of fire remains or anything else like that that would have really led to believe that they were ever down here. You're also going to notice these names everywhere around us too. These will continue to go throughout the cave. Also, I will help you kind of figure out where you are in the cave right now.
Okay.
You're directly underneath the flagpoles with his family, where they created a business of tombstone engravers. So what happened is Royer did this, moved back to this area. They actually did some of the names across the way in the cemetery too, and then wrote his name down here in the cave. Now that cemetery is public property, you can't actually go around and see the tombstones. One of them is actually Denise's husband, Rich, years old, back in July. So that was quite nice to see.
That's
and our
cool.
name into the ceiling with our candles.
I mean, I guess it worked, right? I mean, somewhat.
We can tell someone did it, we don't know who.
Right.
And there's also lots of other people you can see who tried to start doing that with their candles, but just couldn't. You can see that. Some failed ones. But this, the patience these people had. Clearly there was not much else to do. They also take forever to grow.
I bet.
Require about 100 years or so to grow a single inch.
Oh my gosh.
So small.
Yeah.
With us being protected by the Bell family for about 88 years or so, that's why they're this small. Also, we are a very dry cave, so it takes longer than that.
Right.
Now, we do have long stalactites in the cave.
It used to be?
Well, it used to be, yeah. They essentially had a bag of concrete left over from cementing in the staircases. And then they decided that, I don't want to carry this up 65 feet to the surface. So they left it down here thinking they could use it the next morning. However, we have extremely high humidity in the cave. We're at about 90% humidity. We go down this staircase down into level 6 that has an even smaller and shorter ceiling than this one. So we're just going to walk through level 6 and then we're going to stop in level 7. Long, tall, narrow hallway.
Okay. Okay.
I have moved, and that means that this river is actually flowing out of here at a nice steady 2 miles an hour right in front of me here.
So you said, so level, was that 8 is completely flooded right now?
Yeah, right now. And everything beneath that too. We've never made it to the bottom of the cave, so we don't know how many levels there are.
Okay.
But we've made it all the way down to level 12. However, that was not scuba diving, actually.
Alright.
Here, I'll just light that up for you if you want to take pictures over there. But, however, that was not actually when we were scuba diving. That's when we were actually just straight up climbing. The river was not here. It had receded. It was so dry. It had receded. And so, essentially, Rich and a couple of his buddies on New Year's Eve of 1970 essentially decided it would be a great idea if they just went into the cave. And that's when they climbed all the way down to level 12 and only stopped because they saw the water in level 13.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't know if that's where the cave ends in level 13 or if it keeps going down for an extra 45 levels. We really don't know.
There's some more of that green.
Yeah, the moss are everywhere. Multiple different kinds, too, just because our visitors from all around the world. And actually, directly behind you is C. Dries from 1872.
Yeah, actually, I just noticed that name sitting back there.
That is the oldest inscription with a date that we have in the cave.
How cool is that?
Oh, yeah. Quite a workout when you come back here. This is also fun.
Oh, there we go.
Underneath the picnic area. There's this is actually C.H. Mason again. You see?
Oh, yeah.
You see that he did his name here, and well, his name here, and his name over there in the West End. So.
Huh. Why not?
Like I said, if we collected every single phone that was dropped down, it'd be so many phones.
I do like the old glass bottles, though.
Oh yeah.
I swear, though. All right, guys, we got through the caves. The video quality, I'll let you know now, and you probably even noticed the video quality might not have been that great. They told me that I could take no video, but you can't tell a YouTuber that you can't take no video. So while it was looking like I was just taking pictures, I was taking me some video. But I had to do it on my phone. So I just hope that it turns out okay to where you can still see at least some of what it was that I was seeing. It was really, really cool. Definitely a little bit of a workout. I know on their website it said something about that, you know, it's not extremely hard, you know, to get through, but it is a little bit of a workout, which is really neat. Now, one neat thing that I found, or that I was told, my tour guide, who was very helpful and very informative, said that underneath this cemetery, evidently, there's like a giant room underneath here somewhere that way back in the day sometime, many years ago, I guess somebody found their way into said cave and found like a skeleton and like a couple other things. But either it wasn't really documented very well or something, but they cannot find a way to get back into this room, and they thought that maybe it was just kind of a myth, you know, for a long time. But apparently they did some kind of like a thermal scan, some kind of scan, and their scans show that there is indeed some kind of big giant room down there somewhere, but nobody knows how to access it or anything like that. So nobody knows really what is in it or anything. So that was I found that very, very interesting. So if you're ever near Bellevue, Ohio, check out Seneca Caves. It was a lot of fun. It was really something cool to see, and I'm glad I came down here to check this out. So, but with that being said, we're gonna hop back on the bike and we're gonna hit the road. So, stick around. Join me for the rest of this ride. Well, guys, the weatherman lied to me. He lied his ass off. Wasn't supposed to rain till like 10 o'clock today. Yeah, okay. Obviously, you've seen, as far as the video is concerned, we didn't miss that. I got absolutely drenched. Listen, soaked. But you know what? That's all right. I still got to go down and do what I wanted to do today. It was still a very cool experience, and the weather wasn't going to ruin that for me. So either way, I was going to ride, I don't know, a little bit different way back home, but just part way back, I seen them clouds and the sky got real dark, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to have to get back, I think. But there was no avoiding it. But either way, the cave tour was very, very cool. I'm very glad I did it. Definitely a cool experience. It's interesting. I shared a little story about the underground room under the cemetery, but a couple other little stories that's right off the top of my head. I don't remember everything that my tour guide told me, but like names in particular. Apparently, like in the 1880s or something like that, I think they said that like 2 kids discovered the entrance to the caves by accident. I guess they had a dog with them. The dog ran off like into some shrubs. They went to find him and found like this little bitty hole. So they started digging a little bit, and apparently like the entrance to it like just collapsed. And these 2 kids like fell into what is now the like first level of the cave. And then just over the years, you know, people just kept going further and further. And I guess one guy decided that he could make some money off of this, and I guess he owned the land or something. So there was a tree out there, and so the earliest versions of you know, being able to pay money and go into the caves, the guy gave you a rope and a candle. You tied the rope to the tree, you go down in the cave. Your candle goes out in the cave. He said, that's what the rope's for. You follow that back out the cave, because it was pitch black. So, glad I didn't have to do the tour that way. Not sure if I could have dealt with that. But either way, still, Seneca Caves was very cool, and I guess that's it for me today. That might be you know, that might be the last bit of riding I get to do for today. So, if you guys like this video, then be sure to hit the like button. Really helps me out. And if you're not already, then please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, make sure that you become part of the Grim crew so you don't miss out on any more rides, road stories, moto vlogs, or whatever else it is that I decide to do. So that being said, I am the Grim Rider. I am Big D. And until next time, we'll catch you down the road.